Namaste, my friends. Paul Kalagin with you, the yoga teacher. In the tradition of the Swami Shivananda, very known, pretty known saint, yogi. 300 books he wrote about. Many his students opened many ashrams all over the world. So I lived I lived in two of them. So I got initiated in tradition many years ago, and with ritual, by mantra. My spiritual name is Sankara, but I'm not fanatical. I'm not in any organization. I'm not gonna teach how to live your life. I don't like to criticize, to do brainwash, to force you to be to show I'm smarter than you or something, to push you or anything like that. Yeah, I don't like to argue also. Usually I do the same introduction in this before any video, because I don't know when, where, and who will see this video after 10 years, I don't know. So for now it might be a little boring for people who's watching me all the time, so you can skip it even. But for the people, in general, it's for strategy. It's good to do. It's the right thing to do. A few minutes about it myself. People's gonna ask who is that and what is it all about? Yeah, a few words. My English is my second language, so sometimes I can stop, think a little bit. Yeah, it's not easy to find sometimes the right word to explain something difficult with yoga, with spirituality. And yeah, it's very hot today in Humid. I'm in Brooklyn, in my little ashram, 2021 July. Very humid, very hot. That's why I'm without the top clothes. So it's not like I want to show my body. It's kind of yeah. It's a top floor, and if I put AC in here, we're not gonna hear each other. So you definitely not gonna hear me. Okay. I teach yoga about 30 years. About 30 years I study yoga. So I don't look at the camera all the time because my vision is not so good. So sometimes I'm looking like that, so don't worry about that. Yeah, sometimes the camera takes too bright colors and I'm looking pale, but it's alright. The camera is good and I'm okay. Yeah. So I have few platforms. It's free. It's not commercial ones. I don't do drugs. I don't smoke. I don't drink for now. Before I did a little. Yeah. So people come in here mostly. I like more private lessons. It's more spiritual, better results. Better concentration. So, but also I do recommendations, advices about yoga in internet. So you can find me on Facebook. You can write me below video in here on the channel. You can write me in Instagram. So all information is going to be under the video. So please welcome. Yeah, my channel is many playlists, many lines about meditation, relaxation, yoga, philosophy, and many other topics. Yeah, mostly spiritual ones. Yeah, and by myself. They're not connected to each other. So yeah. Also, I have a site. It's in Russian language. I'm from Russia, but I came here more than 30 years ago. So I feel language, but still I need much more. So yeah, it's a Russian language, but it's a huge site, like encyclopedia of yoga, and many gurus help me to do that. Yeah, sometimes I speak a little bit slow. It's not only because of the English. I'm meditating, I'm practicing, so I know today everybody wants to get information right away and fast, but yeah, that's the way it is. I like to be natural. I don't even prepare myself too much before the video, so it's really live. So that's how it goes. That's what it is. Yeah, it's spontaneous and live. I don't like to put masks on me. Hey, hi, how you doing? I like to be like I am usually, like without camera. Yeah. So yeah, it's a good translator on the website. Like it can do 165 languages, I guess, a lot. Good program. Even big companies using that. So welcome to my other platforms, Facebook and Instagram. I put over there. I put phrases from my books, from my main book mostly. It goes The Essence on the Altar of Love. You can download or read from my website, absolutely free in any system. You can Google it, Paul Kalagin or pavelkalagin, The Essence on the Altar of Love. It's a book about 700 phrases, spiritual phrases, the Vedic way, in the Vedic culture you can say that, yoga vedanta, better to say. Yeah, and I speak mostly for the people, of course, for everybody, mostly who study yoga, who wants to find out something about himself, about truth, about the path to God, to himself, about yoga, meditation. So people who think. Yeah, and so I put every day one or two phrases on each platform, on Facebook and also on in Instagram. So put your comments. It's very important to put comments for other people, maybe even you can change somebody's lifestyle, so speak. Yeah, I think this is it for the beginning, so pretty much this is it. Yeah, and today's topic, it will be a little bit different than I usually do. I want to say a few words about cats. Yeah, cats. I have two of them, and sometimes the students bring me in here like other cats, and all my life I have cats. And where I've been in ashrams, they had cats. And I have experience to be with them. So, and I said it's spiritual. I could say it's spiritual video. Yeah, it's, of course it's a lot of information on the internet, but I'm speaking from my own experience. And it's video about yoga, but from my point of view, the amazing yogi. Yeah, I want to show you the one, but another one, the lady, Lakshmi, we call her. She's somewhere around. I don't think I can catch her. Yeah, you see, it's really live. Yeah, here we are. That's Mukti. You see? Very smart cat. Yeah, very good one. You see? I like him a lot. Yeah. Yeah, sometimes he comes to like nearby and join the satsang, so it's pretty nice. So uh, he's about 9 years old. My student brought me here, brought him here. Yeah, and about another kitty that's very interesting because she was lost and she was on the street about half a year during the winter, and it was like wow. And because the student had like her son had allergies on the cats, she gave it to me, another cat that's a female, Mukti. It's a male cat, Mukti. Yeah, they're part of Ashram, so that's why I'm speaking about them. And they're part of yoga, and they're part of spirituality and mystical things. They've always been like that, like in cats in general. So another one, she brought her here. She was scared, like first long time, maybe for half a year even. She was running from the people. She suffered a lot in the street. She was like skinny and you name it. And thank God she's fine right now. It's been like about 2 years she's in here. Everybody loves them. They then the people come. They just go into them right away, like a dogs. Actually, Mukti, it's a Cornish Rex goes. It's from Himalayas, like or something, and they like a dog. That's why it's Rex, like Cornish Rex. They don't have like. It's actually they have the hair almost like us. You know, like they're very different with the mind, but very difficult. They're different. You know, they almost like dogs. Yeah. So and very smart. And also they they heal people. You know, it's also I want to remind you about like cat therapy, pet therapy. Of course, dogs and other pets can help with therapy, but cats, they're special about it. If you have pain sometimes, like they going on you, it's happening almost every day in here. People lying down in shavasana, like relaxation, they're going on them, and they feel the place when you have pain, and they doing the special sound, they healing it for real. And people saying like it helps, like it's the pain sometimes goes away, sometimes like partly goes away. When you're tired, it gives you energy. You know, like they special. Of course, they like the very mystical thing. They truly yogi. You know, they meditating. You know, the meditation state of mind. They calm. You know, balanced. It's not all. It's animals are there, like monkeys, let's say. They're always jumping. You know, like, and cats very spiritual ones. They balance. They can see things in other dimensions that we don't see in here. You know, some angels or other whatever who is dead. You know, people who passed away, and they can see things. They like sidekicks. and if they stay at home, it's much more like they protecting the aura, protecting the place from the asuras, from the evil things, from the evil people, from the bad energy people bring, if they bring. They do a lot. That's why from the ancient times, many religions or just many cultures have cats at home, and in ashrams, in churches, and it still exists. It was a cult, like with Egyptian, in areas, in many old cultures. Yeah. Not just like that, because they really have something we don't have it. Yeah, and that's a good example to see when you look at them. Of course, they kind of separate from you, like ignorance, they by themselves, not like dogs. But you feel they independent. That's very important. Who is trying to reach God, who is in the path, who is a yogi person. The independence, the freedom, it's very important, and they free inside, because they come and not only. Yeah, and we need to learn from them. And of course, the amazing yogi like asanas, they stretching like very good, they're very flexible, as you know. Yeah, so they meditate, they're flexible, they have good energy. So if you have allergies or you have yoga place, just bring cat like in apartment. They cleaning the bad energy. They're not they trying to protect their place. They attach to place, not to the people. That's very important also for the yogi. When they passed away, like about karma, it's very good when you have to be attached to anything, and we too attached sometimes to the people who love. It's understandable, who loves us and who we love, and it's a lot of pain, and it's going to be no suffering if you're not too attached to the people. It's not ignorance, it's not a bad thing. I'm not saying you don't have to love or something. It's kind of different. And the cats, they showing us like that example. And when you look at them, because they come, you come in yourself. It's just like stress relief. Before it was very old tradition. People in a new house, before they come in, they put a cat first, and the cat and they were looking like how he's behaving. He's okay. He's like calm, and he found a place to stay. So it's a good place. We can live there. So it's not evil things, evil energy there. So and also you can see by them, they find in the place, first of all, where is the good energy is. They feel the house, and then usually they pick up the place to stay, to sleep, to stay long when they feel comfortable. The Mukti right now, he's like near altar. Like he feels it. He's drinking from there. Like he feels something. I put water a lot of like around. He's not touching it. They feel something. They feel energy of Ganesha. And of course they can go like bad and like when it's cold into the like warm place, when it's warm to the colder place. It's understandable, like people. But normally, yeah, and also they can find the bad places. Sometimes they stay, it's a paradox, but it's true. Sometimes they cleaning, it's like they're cleaning the home, because they're attached to home, like I said. Not like dogs. Dogs attach to people more, and they can change house easily. But for the cats it's important. It's like they becoming a boss in the home. Like they like feel like it's their apartment or their place. So it's very interesting. And they clean it. Sometimes they lying down like or staying in a bad place and they cleaning it, or showing it to you. It's dust there or it's something bad there. So especially the cats are different, but some of them do both things. They find good and bad places. Some of them just near good places. So if you like holding them in your hands, and they make a special sound, it's like Om sound. We feel like real vibration. And very important, if they kind of getting sick or passed away, you don't feel that tragedy, like that, not too much, because they're not letting you, because they're not attached to you, like dogs. If you lose, like, it depends on the person, of course. Sometimes people losing the cat, like, and they die also. But most of the times, the dogs, then they come, like, it's almost like a person passed away. But about the cats, it's different. That's they letting us not to suffer. It's an offer. They just gone and you can be upset for a while, but then they're letting you. They're not attached to you. They're letting you go. It's very important. So I think that's enough for today. Try to have a cat. Yeah. Give them a good food. It's a good karma yoga actually for the people who come in an ashrams. They feed them and they bring them the sand and everything. So my students do this also. It's good for them and it's good for children. They have pet, but cats also. They learning some lessons. Yeah. So, and find out more about cats like on some different channels. It's plenty information about them. Mystical ones even. Very good. You can find very good movies about them, documental movies on the internet. Sure, I guess this is it. I hope next time I'll show you the Lakshmi. She's so beautiful, she's so like lady, so nice. Okay. Stay healthy. God bless you. Do yoga. Namaste.